evening. This is the Man in Black. I am called the Man in Black because I have an aversion for light. I am here in the studio tonight. What are you doing? Dim the light, you fool. Imbeciles. Excuse me, where was I? Oh yes. Tonight, I am here to introduce you to a program written by a woman who has seen into the darkest side of human weakness. The hateful, the mean, thoughtless that leads to murder. Tonight, from San Diego, we present a compelling actress we discovered in the dark and dreary eucalyptus groves of Rancho Santa Fe. Miss Ruth Godley appears in a study of terror, written by Lucille Fletcher called Sorry, Wrong Number, about a woman who is caught in an unfortunate predicament involving the telephone company and the police.
Operator, I've been trying to call Mary Hill 40098 for the last quarter of an hour and it's been busy. I don't see how it could be possibly busy that long. Can you try that number for me, please?
I'll be glad to try that number for you. One moment, please.
I don't see how it could be busy all that time. It's my husband's office and I'm all alone here in the house. My health is very poor and I've been feeling so nervous all day.
Ringing Murray Hill 40098.
Hello?
Hello? Is Mr. Stevenson there?
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, George.
Yes, this is George speaking.
Hello? Who is this? What number am I calling, please?
I'm here with our client.
Oh, good. Everything's okay. Is the coast clear for the night?
Yes, George. He says the coast is clear for tonight.
Okay, okay.
Where are you now?
In a palm wood. Don't worry. Everything's okay.
Very well. You know the address.
Yes, I know. Let you know at 11 o'clock. The private patrolman goes around to corner the 2nd Avenue for the beer.
That's right. 11 o'clock. And be sure all the lights downstairs are out.
Okay, okay.
There should be only one light visible from the street.
Okay, okay.
What's that? Just a minute, George. Oh, our client tells me that at 11:15 a train crosses the bridge. It makes a noise in case a window is open and she should scream.
Hello? What number is this, please?
Okay, I understand. That's 11:15, the trainer.
Yeah. Do you remember everything else, George?
Yeah, I'll make it quick as a little blood as possible because our client does not wish to make us suffer.
That's right. You'll use a knife?
Yes, a knife. It will be okay. Day afterwards, I remove the rings and the bracelets and the jewelry in the bureau drawer because our client wishes it to look like a simple robbery. Don't worry, everything's okay. I know.
Oh, how awful! How unspeakably awful! Operator?
Your number, please.
Operator, I've just been cut off.
What number will you calling?
Well, operator, I was supposed to be calling Murray Hill 40098, but it wasn't. The wires must have got crossed and I was cut into a wrong number and I've just heard a most dreadful thing, something about a murder and operator, you'll simply have to retrace that call at once.
I beg your pardon. May I help you?
I know it was a wrong number and I had no business listening, but these two men, they were cold-blooded friends and they were going to murder somebody. Some poor, innocent woman who was all alone in a house near a bridge, and we've got to stop them. We've just got to.
What number are you dialing?
It doesn't matter what I have was dialing. This was a wrong number and you dialed it for me. And we've got to find what it was immediately.
What number did you call?
Oh, why are you so stupid? What time is it? Do you mean to tell that you can find out what that number was just now?
I'll connect you to the chief operator.
Oh, I think it's perfectly shameful now. Look, it was obviously a case of some little slip of the finger. I told you to try Murray Hill 40090 for me. You dialed it, but your finger must have slipped. And I was connected with some other number and I could hear them, but they couldn't hear me. Now, I simply failed to see why you couldn't make that same mistake again on purpose. Why couldn't you try that time Murray Hill 40098 in the same careless way?
Murray Hill 40098. I will try to get it for you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Murray Hill 40098 is busy.
Operator? Operator?
Your call, please.
You didn't try to get the wrong number at all. I asked you explicitly and you did was dial correctly.
I am sorry. What number are you calling?
Can't you for once forget what number I'm calling and do something for me? Now, I want to trace that call. It's my civic duty, and it is your civic duty to trace that call and apprehend those dangerous killers. And if you won't,
I will connect you with the chief operator.
well, please. All this, look, you make anyone understand.
This is the chief operator.
Oh, chief operator, I want you to trace a telephone call immediately. I don't know where it came from or who was making it, but it's absolutely necessary that it be tracked down because it was about a murder that someone's planning. A terrible, cold-blooded murder of a poor innocent woman tonight at 11:15.
I see.
Can you trace it for me? Can you track down those men?
Well, I'm not certain. It depends.
It depends on what?
It depends on whether the call is still going on. If it's a live call, we can trace it on the equipment. If it's been disconnected, we can't.
Disconnected?
If the parties have stopped talking to each other.
Oh, but of course they must have stopped talking to each other by now. That was at least 5 minutes ago and they didn't sound like the type that would make a long call.
Well, I could try tracing it. May I have your name, please?
Mrs. Stevenson, Mrs. Albert Stevenson, but listen.
And your telephone number, please?
Plaza 32098, but if you go on wasting all this time...
Why do you want this call traced?
Why? No reason. I mean, I really felt very strongly that something ought to be done about it. These men all look like killers. They're dangerous. They're going to murder this woman at 11:15 tonight. I thought the police, I don't know.
Have you reported it to the police?
Well, no, not yet.
You want this call checked purely as a private individual?
Yes, but meanwhile...
I'm sorry, Mrs. Stevenson, but I am afraid we couldn't make this check for you and trace the call just for your say-so.
But...
As private individual,
why?
we have to have something more official.
Oh, for heaven's sake! You mean to tell me I can report there's going to be a murder without getting tied up in all of this red tape? Why? It is perfectly idiotic. Well, all right. I'll call the police.
I'm sure that will be the best way to deal with it.
Ridiculous. Never heard of such nonsense.
Your call, please.
Police department? Get me the police department, please.
Ringing the police department.
Oh, can't you ring them direct? For heaven's sake.
Police Station 43, Sergeant Martin speaking.
Police department. This is Mrs. Stevenson, Mrs. Albert Smythe Stevenson of 5353 North Southern Place, and I'm calling to report a murder.
Hmm?
I mean, the murder hasn't been committed yet. I just overheard plans for it over the telephone, over a wrong number that the operator gave me. I've been trying to trace down the call myself, but everybody's so stupid, and I guess in the end, you're the only one people who can do anything.
Yes, ma'am.
It was a perfectly definite murder. I heard their plans distinctly. Two men were talking and they were going to murder some woman at 11:15 tonight. She lived in a house near a bridge. Are you listening to me?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
And there was a private patrolman on the street. He was going to go around for a beer on the Second Avenue, and there was some third man, a client who was paying to have this poor woman murdered. They were going to take her rings and bracelets and use a knife. Well, it's unnerved me dreadfully, and I'm not well.
Yes, yes, I see. When was all this, ma'am?
About 8 minutes ago. Oh, then you can do something. You do understand.
What's your name, ma'am?
Mrs. Stevenson, Mrs. Albert Stevenson.
What and your address?
5353 North Sutton Place. That's near a bridge. That's Queensborough Bridge, you know. And we have a private patrolman on our street.
Yeah.
And the Second Avenue is
And what was number you were calling?
Murray Hill 40098. But that wasn't the number I overheard. I mean, Murray Hill 40098 is my husband's office.
Mm-hmm.
He's working late tonight, and I was trying to reach him to ask him to come home.
Yes.
I'm an invalid, and it's the maid's night off, and I hate to be alone, even though he's just,
Yeah,
as long as I have the telephone here right beside my bed.
we'll look into it, Mrs. Stevenson, and see if we can check with the telephone company.
The telephone company said they couldn't check the call. The parties have stopped talking. I've already taken care of that.
Oh, you have?
Yes, and personally, I feel you ought to do something more immediate and drastic than just taking the call. What good does taking the call do if they stop talking? By the time you track it down, they'll have already committed a murder.
Yeah, we'll take care of it. Don't you worry.
I say the whole thing calls for a search, a complete and thorough search of the whole city. I am very near for the reason I'm not very far
You said...
from Second Avenue, and I know I'd feel a whole lot of better if you sent around a radio car to this neighborhood at once.
Well, what makes you think the murder is going to be committed in your neighborhood, ma'am?
Well, I don't know. Only the coincidence is so horrible. Second Avenue, the patrolman, the bridge.
Yeah, well, Second Avenue, is a very long street, ma'am. And you know how many bridges there are in the city of New York alone. Not to mention Brooklyn, Staten Island, and Queens and the Bronx.
I know all that.
How do you know it isn't some little house on Staten Island? On some little Second Avenue you never heard about? How do you know they're even talking about New York at all?
But I heard a call on the New York City dialing system.
Well, maybe it was a long distance call you overheard.
No!
Telephones are funny things. Now, look, why don't you look at it this way? Supposing you hadn't broken in on that telephone call. Supposing you got your husband the way you always do, you wouldn't be so upset, would you?
Well, I suppose not. But it sounded so inhuman, so cold-blooded.
Well, a lot of murders are plotted in the city every day, ma'am. We managed to prevent almost all of them, but a clue of this kind is so vague, it is so much more use to us than no clue at all.
But surely you can.
Unless, of course, you have some reason for thinking this call was phony and somebody was planning to murder you.
Me? No, I hardly think so. I mean, why should anybody? I'm alone all day and night. I see nobody except my maid, Eloise. She's a big 200-pounder.
Yeah?
She's too lazy to bring up my breakfast tray.
Mm-hmm.
And the only other person is my husband, Albert. He's crazy about me. He adores me. He waits on my hand and foot and
Mm-hmm.
has scarcely left my side since I took sick 12 years ago.
Yeah, well, then there's nothing for you to worry about. And you just leave the rest of this to us. We'll take care of it.
Well, what will you do? It's so late. It is nearly 11 now.
We'll take care of it, lady.
Well, will you broadcast it all over the city and send out squads and warn your radio cars to watch out, especially in suspicious neighborhoods like mine?
Lady, I said we'd take care of it. Now, I've got a couple other matters here on my desk that require immediate attention. So, good night, ma'am. Thank you.
Oh, you idiot! Oh, why did I hang up the phone like that? Now he'll think I'm a fool. Oh, why doesn't Albert come home? Why doesn't he? I'll get to operator again.
Your call, please.
Operator, for heaven's sake, will you ring that Mary Hill 40098 number again? I can't think what's keeping him so long.
I will try it for you. I'm sorry. Murray Hill 40098 is busy. I will try.
I can hear it. You don't have to tell me. I know it's busy. If I could only get out of this bed for a little while, if I could only get a breath of fresh air or just lean out of the window and see the street. Hello? Albert? Hello? 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 What's the matter with this phone? Hello? 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 Oh, for heaven's sake, who is this? Hello? 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 Who's trying to call me? What are you trying to do to me?
Your call, please.
Hello, operator. I don't know what's the matter with this telephone tonight, but it's positively driving me crazy. I've never seen this inefficient, miserable service now. Look, like I'm invalid and I'm very nervous, and I am not supposed to be annoyed, but if this keeps on much longer...
What seems to be the problem?
Well, everything's wrong. I haven't had one bit of satisfaction out of one call I've made this evening. The whole world could be murdered for all you people care. And now my phone keeps ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing every 5 seconds or so. And when I pick it up, there's no one there.
I am sorry. If you will hang up, I will test it for you.
I don't want you to say it for me. I want you to put that call through whatever it is at once.
I'm afraid I cannot do that.
You can't? And why? Why may I ask?
The dial system is automatic. If someone is trying to dial your number, there is no way to check whether the call is coming through the system or not, unless the person who is trying to reach you complains to his particular operator.
Well, all of the stupid and meanwhile I've got to sit here in my bed, suffering every time the phone rings, imagining everything.
I will try to check the trouble for
Take
you,
it.
ma'am.
Take it. Oh, what's the use of talking to you? You're so stupid. I'll fix her. How dare you speak to me like that? How dare you speak to me like that?
Your call, please.
Young woman, I don't know your name, but there are ways of finding you out. And I'm going to report you into your superiors for the most unpardonable rudeness and insolence that's ever been my privilege. Oh, give me the business office at once.
You may dial that number direct.
Dial it direct? I'll do no such thing. I don't even know the number.
The number is in the directory, or you may secure it by dialing info.
Listen here, you. What's the use? Oh, for heaven's sake, I'm going out of my mind. Hello? Hello? Stop ringing me. Do you hear me? Answer me. Who is this? Do you realize you're driving me crazy? Who's calling me? What are you doing it for? Now! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I say, if you don't stop ringing me, I'm going to call the police. Do you hear me? Hello? Hello? If Albert would only come home. Oh, let it ring. Let it go on ringing. I won't answer it. I won't answer it this time. If it goes ring all, I won't answer it. I won't answer it. It stopped. Why did it stop ringing all of a sudden? What time is it? Where's my clock? Where is it? 5 to 11. They've decided something and they're sure I'm home. They've heard my voice answering. That's why they've been ringing. Oh, where is she? Why doesn't she answer?
Your call, please.
Where were you just now? Why didn't you answer? Give me the police department.
I'm sorry. The line is busy. I will call you when...
Busy? That's impossible. The police department can be busy. There must be other lines available.
The line is busy. I will try to get them for you later.
No, I've got to speak to them now. It may be too late. I've got to talk to someone.
What number do you wish to speak to?
I don't know, but there must be someone to protect people besides the police department. A detective agency.
You will find the agencies listed in the classified directory.
I don't have a classified. I'm too nervous to look it up. I don't know how to use the book.
I will connect you with information. Perhaps she will be able to help you.
No! No! You're being spiteful, aren't you? You don't care what happens to me. I can die and you won't care. Oh, stop it. Stop it. I can't stand anymore. Hello? What do you want? Stop ringing. Will you stop?
Hello? Is this Plaza 32099?
Yes? Yes, this is Plaza 32099.
This is Western Union. I have a telegram here for Mrs. Albert Stevenson. Is there anyone there to receive the message?
I'm Mrs. Stevenson.
The telegram is as follows. Mrs. Albert Stevenson, 53 North Sutton Place, New York, New York. Darling, terribly sorry. Tried to get you for last hour but line busy. Leaving for Boston 11 p.m. tonight on urgent business. Back tomorrow afternoon. Keep happy, love. Signed, Albert. Do you wish us to deliver a copy of the message?
No, thank you.
Thank you, madam. Good night.
Good night. No, I don't believe it. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. Nobody knows I'll be all alone. It's something I know.
Your number, please.
Operator, try the number. Mary Hill 40098 for me just once, please.
You may dial that number direct.
Oh. Oh. 40098. Oh no! Oh, you're good! Oh, Albert! How could you? How could you? Oh, but I can't stay alone tonight! I can't! If I'm alone for a second, I'll go mad! I don't care what it says or what it expects! This time I sick home and I'm entitled to some consideration!
This is information. May I help you?
I want the telephone number of Hensley Hospital.
Hensley Hospital. Do you have the street address?
No, it's somewhere in the 70s. It is very small, private, and exclusive hospital where I had my appendix out 2 years ago. Hensley, Henchly.
One moment, please.
Please hurry and please. What is the time?
You may find out the time by dialing Meridian 71212.
Oh, for heaven's sake, I have no time to be dialing.
The number of Hensley Hospital is Butterfield 89970.
Is that Hensley Hospital?
Hensley Hospital.
Nurses registry?
Who is it that you want to speak to?
I want the nurses registry at once. I want a trained nurse. I want to hire immediately for the night.
I see. What is the nature of the case, madam?
Nervous. I am very nervous. I need sitting and companionship, you see. My husband is away and I...
Have you been recommended to us by any doctor in particular, madam?
No, but I really don't see why all of this is necessary. I want a trained nurse. I was a patient in your hospital 2 years ago, and after all, I do expect to pay this person for attending me.
We quite understand that, madam, but these are war times, you know. Registered nurses are very scarce just now, and our superintendent has asked to send people out only on cases where the physician in charge feels it absolutely necessary.
Well, it is absolutely necessary. I'm a sick woman. I am very upset. I am alone in this house, and I'm invalid. And tonight I overheard a telephone conversation that upset me dreadfully. A woman is going to be killed when a train crosses a bridge. In fact, if someone doesn't come at once, I'm afraid I'll go out of my mind.
Well, I'll speak to Miss Phillips as soon as she comes in. And what is your name, madam?
Miss Phillips? When do you expect her to come in?
I really couldn't say. She went out to supper at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock? But it's not 11 yet. Oh, my clock has stopped. I thought it was running down. What time is it?
Just 15 minutes past 11.
What was that?
What was what, madam?
That clicked just now in my own telephone as though someone had lifted the receiver of the extension telephone downstairs.
I didn't hear it, madam. Now about this.
But I did. There's someone in this house. Someone downstairs in the kitchen. And they're listening to me now. They're listening. I won't pick it up. I won't let them hear me. I'll be quiet. And they'll think. But if I don't call someone now, while they're still down there, there'll be no more time. I've gotta get the operator.
Your call, please.
Operator. Operator. I'm just afraid.
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. Please speak louder.
No, I don't dare speak aloud. There's someone listening. Can you hear me now?
I'm sorry.
But you've gotta hear me. Please. You've gotta help me. There's someone. Someone is going to murder me, and you've gotta get in touch with me. There it is. Did you hear it? He's put it down. He's put it down. The extension phone is coming up the stairs. Give me the phone and the phone.
One moment, please. I will connect you.
Okay, hurry. I can hear you. Oh, no, please. Oh, God,
Police Department Precinct 53. Sergeant Martin speaking.
Police department. Oh, I'm sorry. Must got the wrong number. Don't worry, everything's okay.
While things did not turn out too well for Mrs. Stevenson, fortunately, the author of tonight's tale spared you the embarrassment of including a song performed by our producer's wife. Mr. Stevenson, by the way, did not completely escape justice. He moved to California with his secretary Marge, where he has won a seat on the San Diego City Council.